Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the XP Guild. This is Aftermath session number 6 here. We are joined by 3 of my 4 players. Once again, Dave's still out. Hopefully, all life matters issues will be resolved and he can rejoin us in the future. But for now, we're pressing ahead. The party had woken up essentially in their town, destroyed by goblins. Went in pursuit of the goblins in order to try to track down Og's, the character who's not here, parents, as well as the fellow village members. Right, like everyone woke up, they had nothing left there. The town was destroyed. Most of the supplies are taken or burnt. So really, what else are they gonna do? So they go in search of the villagers. They track the goblins to a plateau. They'd come into contact with a ranger or a local marshal who is was tracking these goblins as well, curious as to what was going on with them. He goes and gathers up a troop of fellow, not actual rangers, but a garrison from a nearish by town. They join you, and after you had already cleared off the top of the plateau, discovered a airship taking Og's parents and some of the other villagers away, you guys head back into the plateau with members of the garrison in order to try to free the rest of the villagers that might be there, and also track down an item that Romi, who had been killed through actions, was kind of called upon by a arch fae here to task her to track down an item, and told her that it was located in that plateau at the time, and if they could track it down, and that was kind of like payment for them giving him life again, and giving him some power. So that within these plateaus, in midst of a fight, is where we will rejoin right after we run our quick intro video. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to jump into it in the midst of the fight. I believe where we stopped was going to be Sunru's turn here. Let everyone get everything in order, but you are kind of surrounded by several goblins. Sunru is currently hidden within a illusory rock to match the face of the cavern here, and has thus been able to kind of stay safe. There's, I think, only one of the goblins even knew you were there and could not hit you through the illusion, was just unable to find you within it. But yeah, it is currently your turn. What are we doing?
Okay. I've still got Nefarious Mischief up. That's the area effect spell. Just realised I can move that on my turn. So as an action, I'm going to move that 10 feet toward these goblins. Yeah, so it's surrounding them. And rolling again for the effect, which is a D4.
Difficult terrain.
I got 1. Okay, which was The smell of apple pie fills the air. Each creature in the cube must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become charmed until the start of your next turn.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
DC 14 for myself.
Wisdom
So these-
saving throw.
So these goblins right now could potentially get charmed.
Correct.
Oh, ah, what a spell!
Well, yeah, they both look towards the rock in the sense of admiration, and they kind of seem to be in slight bit of a daze. So these two are charmed by you.
I will say from the rock, quickly drop your weapons and step back. It's dangerous.
All right. Who's the charm?
Dangerous. To have weapon? Grossly irresponsible to possess an arm. Ugh.
Visible. Okay.
98% of all household gun deaths are related to owners of gun in-house.
I'm going to just mark him as cursed because I can find that one right now without having to stress too much about everything. All right, cool. Yeah, these two are charmed. Anything else on your turn?
I'll just say that to them, and then I can minor image with my bonus action, so I might as well chuck something out. Can I chuck a shadowy figure right behind this goblin here?
1 second. Which goblin? That one. Okay.
I can make sound as well, so just a very gut growling from the shadow.
You're right, Treacle. How you doing?
Oh, the other kind of growl. Sorry, I thought you meant like a terrifyingly large cockney approached them from behind.
I like you. You're my new one.
You don't want to fall down the apple and pears.
That'd be a real shame something happened to you.
Is this Jason Statham?
Jason Statham's got a little bit more like that though, isn't he?
Yeah, he
He's
does.
like, yeah.
It's all
Alright.
the same to me.
Wow.
Very dare you, sir.
How dare you?
That's okay. All Americans sound like this, dude. Like for sure, like totally.
Well, we do.
You-
That was
I-
really good.
I-
I can tell.
I mean, I'm from Southern California. You are 100% correct, sir.
Yes, yes.
That
That was
It's
my
all
high
bad,
school years dialect. So
Yes, and they want to make sure that any kind of conversation they have has to end with a question mark. Like that's important.
Well, that's a 24.
They're like, ouch, too far.
And like, wow, you travel back in time with that one, David. That's
You'll
bad.
notice we're not even like arguing. We're just accepting.
Yes. There's no argument to be had. All right. The goblin in that chamber to the right takes a shot at Og, and guess what? It hits.
No.
For 4 points of damage.
I forgot Og was here.
He won't be for long.
Oh no.
This goblin is charmed, so he's going to drop his weapon and step back. This one will do the same.
Now, when they step
I believe-
outside the square, do
I
they
was gonna
stay
say-
charmed?
I believe it's when they leave as well. Let me double check. In range for start each of the turn until the end of the turn. You can move. No, it just says till the end of the turn. Okay, so the effect lasts until the start of my turn at least.
All right.
But the guys inside would have to re-roll if it stayed the same effect.
Cool. That brings up Braids, and then Og.
Okay. I believe I was still in human form at the end of the last turn. I do not remember
I should
correctly.
be better. I remember this.
I think you're right. No, I think you're right. You were in human form.
Because I had thunder waved
Yeah.
and done a bunch
That's
of damage. In that case, we are going to use one of our bonus actions and turn back into a wolf.
Okay.
Which will use my last wild shape. And then I will simply take a bite at this this goblin next to Og. Sorry, when your attacks aren't all set, you got to do it a little bit differently.
It's alright. I was trying to find an appropriate mark so that
Oh,
I
I
can
have.
be like, okay.
I have
So I'm
advantage.
going to mark you as empowered, which will mean you're in wolf form. In case something happens and we forget, I'll try to do it that way.
Yeah, I have a 17 to hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits any goblin on my list.
Okay,
here.
he is prone, and then he takes. No, not that. No. Stop. Aha.
So
He takes 5 points of damage.
So he's prone and takes 5 points of damage. Alright.
And I'm going to move into here. You're free to take your attack of opportunity if you want to. You're at disadvantage.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out. Where did you... Oh, you move there. Okay, yeah. Disadvantage, I mean, he'll take it because he's up very soon. So, attack, he has a great axe with disadvantage, rolling 15 to hit.
No.
Okay, cool. What a difference a level makes.
Subclasses are a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
That will be the end of my turn.
Cool. Alrighty. I think that brings up his turn because everyone in between you and them. Oh no, Og is next. That's right. Alrighty. Og will use a spear, not the longsword, and he'll attempt to hit this prone guy. So he will have advantage on it. Can I hit advantage? He's gonna hit with a 21. He's going to deal 8 points of piercing, and he's going to burn his fire giant's burn, which will give him an extra d10 damage.
There you go.
Oh, and it's 7 more, so 15 points of damage. It's actually rather good on this guy. 15 points of damage. Cool. Alright, and this goblin who's looking pretty beat up, burnt and bitten, is not having a great day. He's going to stand up. I think in the interest of not killing Og per se, he's going to step forward and try to take a swing at Braids, who just bit him and dragged him to the ground. If he was here, sorry, Dawson, I probably would have attacked.
You're fine.
Og, but 22 to hit.
Sure.
I
Absolutely.
rolled really good. 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is, I think, let me just double check where only one attack. Yep. One attack. Okay, that's good to know. Next up, we've got one of these goblins in the pathway. 5, 10. So if they move in here, Billy, do they have to make the check? All right, they don't know that. At least not yet. So this guy's
wisdom 14.
wisdom 12 does not pass. So this guy is
Woo!
charmed. Kind of just stops, dazed, doesn't know what the hell's going on. Looking around, confused.
You love to see
technically,
it.
he's charmed to you, not right. So he still would see everybody else in your party as bad guys. So I guess he would get to do something. We're gonna have him throw a dagger at one of the wardens and miss, which makes sense. Let's see. I have a bunch of goblins. I don't know which ones are which anymore. That was him. Gotta call them warriors. Alright, these other ones 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is. Gotta make a charmed roll. 7. He's charmed by you too. He will take a short bow attack at one of the wardens. Miss. Next one is going to end up doing the same things. 21 will hit. Is he charmed? Yes, he is. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just barely in the charm zone. And he'll deal some damage to the sheriff guy. Oh no, that's the ranger that was out there with you guys. Alright. And Dean Kell takes a little shot. Which will bring us all the way back around to Sunro.
And then,
Oh wait,
Did
no. Sorry, Romi, you're next. My bad.
Okay.
You
That's
then
okay.
Sunro.
Okay.
So it happens
so
when you have
all
like
of these
25
these
characters.
goblins right here, they're all focused on not me, right?
At the moment, there are 2 that are like in the kind of doorway, looking a little charmed, but they can see you from where they are.
Right.
Other 3 cannot.
Okay. I'm gonna full dash. It looks like the Rangers, Braids, and Sunru and Og have got this handled. This little squadron of goblins. So I'm just gonna run like the wind. Gonna go 5, 10, 15.
Okay. Make a
Opportunity of attack.
yeah.
Attack of opportunity.
There we go. Let me get to him. He is going to slash a short sword at you and miss.
15, 16, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to go as an action. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gonna little peer around the corner. I don't see anyone. 30. Then I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat.
Is that a bonus action or?
It's a bonus action, which means I can now use this as a dash again. So it's another 30. And I'm saying, whispering, you said to get something. Is it in here? Where do I go? And I'm trying to hope that my the very pretty guy will come to me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have dark vision. So is this the end of the cabin, this perfect circle here?
No, that's just the end of regular vision. You have dark vision?
I'm a gnome.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have dark vision.
Could be.
Let me
Just double check. If you do, then I'll mark it.
dark vision. Range is 60 feet.
Dark vision. Update token. Let's see. Let me adjust this one more time. Dark vision, vision range 60 feet.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Okay. Oh God. Oh, that looks like a barbecue. That's okay. I was worried. I was like, what the hell is... Okay.
What is
probably just a
going on here?
Do I see... Is anything with my... Am I seeing anything that makes me go, oh, this is very clearly the thing that they want me to get? Did they give me any kind of idea of what the hell this thing was?
I think they did. I forgot exactly what it is. I think it was like a what did we say it was? Just double check.
For some reason, my head's going to some sort of scroll case, but I don't know if that's me just thinking of something else.
No, it wasn't a scroll case. I want to say it was like a scepter or like a rod.
It was a rod.
Yeah.
It was a rod because I remember thinking, rod.
The logic.
Hey, my mind works the way it works. Why fight it? So yeah, I guess I'm running and I'm looking for a rod. Have I seen any of these goblins with a rod on their person?
No, you have not.
And I don't see a rod anywhere around at this point.
Not at the moment. No.
Okay. Okay, well, I'd like to just quickly change this up very slightly. I don't see any more goblins down here, do I? But they could be coming around that corner.
Yeah, not at the moment. Yeah.
So can I change back up to be up to there instead? And I'd like to hide under this table.
That's like a bedroll that's on the ground.
Oh, that's harder for me to hide behind. Well, in that case, I'm going to...
I'm in the goblin's bedroll. Go prone.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lie down in the goblin's bedroll real quick. That's what I'm going to do. That's the end of my plan.
All right. I forgot we do have the rangers between, or the garrisoned forces before we get to Sunroof. So let me roll a couple attacks. We'll see how they do. Okay, I got one. Yes. Let's just roll it like that. Okay. A series of shots go off. Sadly, many of them miss. But we do have a couple that hit. Ooh, it's 10 points of damage. Let me get back here. And Dean would... And Dean's going to blast the guy closest to him, taking him out. And then, even though they're charmed, I don't think these guys are really that particular about it. They're going to shoot at these two unarmed goblins. And so let's see how much damage that does. Okay. 8 points of damage going into... I'll just put it on one. 8 damage. Boom. Alrighty. And that's where we're at. So, Sunru, it's your turn.
Okay, top of my turn, the effect resets, so I'll roll another d4, and then no longer charmed. I rolled a 2 this time, which means a bouquet of flowers appear all around, and each creature in the cube must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of your next turn, as flowers spray them water in their face.
Alright.
they're fake flowers. They're clown flowers.
So
Yeah.
that means braids. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you.
14 is the PC.
Got a couple others that are gonna need to make a dexterity save. 12 fail.
Nice. Now they're all blinded, which
Does that include me, or is it just if you fail?
If you
just
fail.
if you fail.
Okay.
So got dex save. Something. No. Something somewhere maybe at some point. One passes. So all except for this one in the back here are blinded.
Oh, that's awesome. Best spell ever.
Finally,
It's
after
doing work now.
2 rounds
It's getting
of,
it done. Game changing.
So that one is no longer charmed, but he's blind and unarmed.
Yes, exactly. He's not having the greatest of days. Anything else?
Feels
on your
great though. Feels amazing.
Yeah, so that was just that spell, concentration wise.
turn? Oh yeah, that's right. It's not even your action. That's so sick.
For my action, from the hiding inside the rock, I'm going to shoot a firebolt at the goblin that can still see, because the rest won't know where it came from.
Yeah, fair enough.
For a 14 to hit.
Goblin Warrior has 15 AC.
So that misses.
Yep.
And then I guess I can still cast a minor image, and there's this guy over here. Can I make in this square here, like, just a wooden fence from floor to, like, 5 foot? It's a 5 meter by 5 meter, 5 foot by 5 foot, so just 5 foot high.
5 foot high wooden
So-
fence, like solid wooden
Yeah.
fence, or
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, just randomly appear. That way, at least if it tries to shoot at Og, it's obscured. Like, we can't see him. There's just a shadow in front of a fence.
Wow,
These last a minute, so no concentration. Just
so
FYI.
crazy. So crazy. All right, cool. Cool. Everything's great.
Staying where I am?
Okay, let's see these sniper. Let's go 5, 10. He's gonna run up here and take a shot at Dean then, since he doesn't want to try to shoot through the random fence that appeared. Short bow to hit is a miss. And Trooper, this guy is unarmed and not blinded. Well, he dropped his weapon he was wielding, which is a short sword. So he has a short bow. So he will pull out a short bow and shoot at one of the rangers.
Disadvantage because of the wolf man.
It shouldn't matter, but we'll see.
I don't know. They've been
No.
killing us off.
Okay, this other one is the same. What does he want to do? He's shaped that.
Stop.
Creature misses. Okay. Oh, doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. That's nice. So, that's what we're going to do. He's going to... He's blinded. He's going to wander backwards. And... pull out a short bow. He's going to ready an action. for if he can see or hear a threat.
Did he walk away from me?
He did, but he does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
He has a special ability. But it is your turn next.
I mean, I see no reason not to do that.
Okay. I think you'll hear a wolf coming at him and attempt at disadvantage to fire with his short bow.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I rolled a 14 and a 19 with a +4 to deal 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then it's your turn. At least I can't roll on damage.
It's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fight that gentleman.
Nice.
That's the wrong dice. Oh god. There we go. That will be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
And they will take 6 points of damage and fall prone.
6 points of damage, sure. 6 damage and prone.
And I will be done.
Alright. Next up on the initiative order is, of course, Og. Og's gonna step in and take a firebolt shot at this goblin that's been running around over here for a little while. Attempt to finish him off. 21 will hit and we'll kill him. This goblin will fall dead. Then Og's gonna step behind the fence to chill with the shadowy figure that's chilling there. And that'll be his turn. Next after Og. Ooh, this guy. Blinded Goblin Spine Cleaver. Phew. Blinded. Oh wait, no, this is this guy down here, who is not blinded. Should not be anything right now.
Surely he is dazzled by the excellence, though.
Yeah. He's gonna step up and try to take a swing at Andean. With his fire flail. 15 to hit. What was kills AC? I'm gonna say that hits because I don't want to look it up. But I can't roll damage. It was only 4 points of damage. So.
Oh. Sneaky goblin picked his weapon up.
Yeah. On his way over there. He grabbed it. Jeez. Goblin assassin blinded. Will, I guess, attempt to swing at Braids, but it will be at disadvantage. So this guy is gonna roll with his scimitar. Wait, yeah. Disadvantage. Oh, no, 10 will miss. Alrighty. I think we're gonna go to, we have 2 warriors left of it. One is blinded and one is not. The one who's not is going to attempt to see what the hell happened with that rock. So what is this, an investigation check?
Yeah, it's a study check, so it'll be against my DC. So 14, and it's what does it say? Study is the creature can determine if it's illusion by a successful intelligence investigation check.
So a 16 finally rolled decently on that.
He figures out that there's...
That rock's not real. In Gobbler.
There he is!
So doesn't
mean,
really help, but that is his action. So
Yeah.
the other goblin who is blinded, it doesn't matter. He will attempt to shoot towards the rock, but he's blinded. So let's see. Disadvantage.
How does
Okay.
he know what rock is on about? We're in a cave. There's so many rocks.
It's true. It's true. Okay, well then I'll shoot at something else. That's fine. 18 though will hit something. 4 points of damage. 2.
The other blind goblin.
Yeah. Let's say one of the rangers, because that's an easy target for him. And they're clumped up, so it's more likely that he would have hit. Romy, you're up. You're off.
Yeah.
You
No,
didn't
I'm
quite
here.
get a response from your patron.
Oh man,
It's
who
not-
would have thought that having a patron that's with the Archfey would lead to a non-consistent reaction? Shit. Okay. I will, as an action, cast Alter Self using my invocation. Turning myself into a goblin with an arrow through the mouth,
Mhm.
with blood dripping down from the cheeks on either side, where the arrow has clearly gone from one side and come out the other, with a stained green goblin jerkin. I look like one of the goblin dudes further down in the corridor. It's my action. So my movement is to stand up, which is half, and then I have 15 left over. 5, 10, 15. And then I will continue to do my bonus action of running up the space as I whisper out one more time. Seriously, is the rod in here or not? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I feel like I'm at the end of this.
There's a new map if you would like to go on that one. I can.
I'm sprinting ahead. I feel like if I don't get a response back from the Archfey, Romi's going to be very aware that she's like very much alone. She's run for the last 12 seconds. I think another 6 seconds and she'll be like, that's 20 seconds of running alone, very alone, extremely alone, and she can't hear anyone at this point. So she'll probably start to falter at that point, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, action, bonus action, movement, that's my turn, sir.
All right, so you're staying for now.
Yeah,
Right
I
there.
mean,
Yeah,
I'm
didn't have enough.
yeah, I didn't have enough to get to the next map. I probably will go on to the next map though.
Okay, no problem. Just checking. Let me bring the Watcher's View back down to everybody else.
And I will go back onto Twitch to see where everyone else is.
Sunru, you're up. Oh, cannot hear Sunru. I think they're still in shock from being discovered.
Oh no, okay. I rolled for the effect. I got a number 1 again, so it's the charm effect. So
Okay.
wisdom, save
Okay.
people inside.
Excellent. I have a good wisdom roll.
And honestly, I don't think you being charmed by your teammates really going to hurt you that much.
Well, we're gonna find out because I rolled a 2.
Okay, this guy is dead. I gotta mark that off. Delete this guy here. 17 for that guy. Where are we at? Those that one. That one doesn't have to
No
roll.
longer be blind
2
as well.
warriors. To the end of your turn, right?
And then to start my turn instead.
No, but they're blinded till the end of your turn, correct?
I double check.
That one fails.
Until the start of your next turn.
Start.
So.
Okay. All right. So, this one is nothing. Charmed. Which we're gonna put cursed. This one. Cursed. This one, nothing. All right. 2 of them seem to be charmed by you. One seems to pass.
Okay, with my action, I will shoot the one with a firebolt that isn't charmed and say, "Quick, guys! He's turned on us. We need to kill him. Everybody attack!" And I will firebolt to signal the target for a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. Actually, it was this guy. Okay.
Yeah, I'll end my turn. I will not do any more illusions at the moment. I will just stay here hiding in my rock.
Alrighty. Okay. With that, this goblin down below, now that he knows that there's something to do with the rock, but he is up against Andean. I think he's still going to go against Andean. So he's going to take a swing. Miss, of course. This other one is now the one that's not charmed. Just got hit shot by you. His 2 mates are there. He doesn't really understand that they're charmed, so he's gonna come at you, which will trigger attacks of opportunity, I believe, from his mates. So let me make rolls. The Goblin Warriors are going to swing 2 attacks. Short swords. That's an unnatural 20. That's a natural 20. On their buddy. Both will hit. So we got 4 points of damage. And enough to kill him. So his buddies kill him. As he tries to come at you. Next up will be Braids.
The gentleman I bit last turn is still on the ground? Or did they stand up?
He would have probably stood up, but I've been missing which order things are in. So, yeah, we'll say he has stood up, and he's not blinded anymore.
I'm just going to shift up to here and take a bite at that gentleman.
Okay. The one up above, or the one that you just...
The one that I bit before.
Okay, cool.
I don't think a 9 hits.
9 does not hit. Alrighty. Og's turn. He's going to step around that wall. And... Oh, wait. Why is that guy? I forgot to delete the guy from the map. That guy got killed. So Og's going to step up next to Sunru. He's going to shoot the one that Braids just tried to bite. Or at least he's going to attempt to with his firebolt, which is a 7. So that misses. Goes flying into the darkness beyond.
Fireball the darkness. Got it.
You know it. And then he'll step back behind the wall. Then we're going to look down this line. This guy still has hit points. Oh, this is the one I forgot to have act, I think, last time. Alright, the one that you tried to bite is going to swing at you. Does not get advantage from his buddy because he is currently charmed, which means I only rolled a 9 total, sorry. Alright. So, we're just gonna go from here. All these are so damaged at this point. Between the concentrated fire of the rangers and such, we're just gonna finish off this combat scene here. and the Rangers kind of manage to finish off the rest of these goblins in this area. And so, what would you guys like to do? Starting with Sunny, I guess, because we do have a character who is off scene that you guys don't know what the hell's going on with, and they don't know that these goblins are dead.
Are we still in like initiative order, turn-based, or we
Generally, yes. I mean, it's going to be somewhat free flow. Mainly, you go, and then I think Romi's the. Oh wait, no, it was Romi's the next one between them.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Romi, you're up. You don't know what just happened, but all the goblins are currently dead. Let me bring the Watchers. Move on.
Okay.
I can see what a step back. The Watchers over to rejoin us.
I
Romi.
think Romy in this moment again, like I said, she's getting a little bit not scared. She's not scared. She's got trepidation. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's gone. It's quiet. It's too quiet. I think she's gonna go with a message. She knows where the guys are relative to her. So I think she's gonna try to actually message Sunru and say, "Hey, there are no goblins up here. I'm gonna wait for you and keep a lookout. Come up and catch me. And if you'll allow it, he'll hear that in his ear."
Yeah. I think that should work.
Okay.
Right? Message is just 120 feet.
It does. It doesn't do so well with stone in the way, but yeah. But if you as a GM are like, that seems a silly rule because it's magic, then we can just bypass that person. It's not like it's a natural sound wave. It's a magic wave, an M wave, if you will. I'm getting a head shake from Dawson over here.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, I think I gotta be careful with how lenient I am with some of these rules because it always comes back to bite me when I go, "Oh yeah, sure, it works."
what? No.
So you cast message.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah. As far as you know, Sunru heard that. Sunru, he didn't hear it.
I should be getting a response back, but because I don't, I'm like, that is very rude from Sunru. I can't believe he's not talking
I
to
don't
me.
think I can respond to it, can I?
Not
You
because
can.
you didn't hear, but yeah, if you could have heard him, you would have been able to.
The target hears a message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. But again, Stone blocked it. So yeah, Romi's like, he must be busy or he's just not talking to me just now. I wonder if I said something rude. I'm gonna roll a quick D4 here. Okay, she's gonna continue to walk into the next
Okay.
section.
5-10.
Yeah.
Do this.
20 arrows fiery
Let me.
simultaneously.
He's not here. He's definitely not here. You're not here. You're not here.
Is Dave here?
10, 15.
Dave's not here, man.
Thank you for being the guy. Appreciate
Six.
you.
I figured since I shut down your
You gotta give me some of
spell, yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can make this happen.
Hey, Kat, how you doing?
You are one of these two green ones. How do I know which green one it is? See you?
Are you telling me to do a thing?
No, I'm trying to. Well, I guess we'll just do this. I'll activate the scene, which will bring. Do this. Vision 60 update.
Yeah.
Okay. Set. No one else should probably be able to see anything unless they're watching Twitch.
No,
But,
maybe.
There you are.
Okay, I will keep moving then.
So it's
as
about
is.
20 at the point you're at right now, I think.
Okay, so 25, 30, and then another 10, 20. Is this a dead end to my left?
Yes, it looks like there's been a cave-in right there. There's a bunch of rocks that are piled up, blocking the passageway over there to the left.
10, 20, 30. Can I hear anything?
Give me a perception check.
14?
14. Yeah, it sounds like there are voices of creatures nearby, and it sounds like kind of the sound of like an animal, like almost this guttural, like breathing with every now and then like a little, like almost like a chirp sort of sound to it.
Well, I don't like any of that. Like at all. Okay, I'm going to... well, I'm stuck. That's the end of my movement, and I've done all my actions. So this goblin's just going to press themselves as small as possible against this corner and hope they don't see them. And hope that the others come up real soon.
All right. With that, the rest of you guys can kind of act as a group. I guess the rest of you two can act as a group. All you know is that Romi's gone. You saw her run like further into the plateau, but after that, you don't really know what's going on.
I'll start by dropping Nefarious Mischief and just turning off the other illusions, so then no longer a distraction or in the way. They only last a minute anyway, so. Is everybody okay? As I look and pan around at everybody. Wait. Where's Romi? I saw her run down that way, and I'll point towards the cave. Should we follow? We can't just let her go. There may be more. And I'll look towards the militia of men, see if they're eager to follow as well.
Yeah, and Dean will kind of like nod. He like takes out a bandage and starts like patching up a spot where he got shot. Yeah, we best go after her. 30, 60. Roughly, they end up right about here.
Oh. So, group us and move us.
Okay.
Well,
Three best friends that anyone can have.
Bill, real quick, before we start heading down, I have like 50 feet of movement in wolf form.
Yeah.
So I was gonna like cheat down into this big room and like just double check that we weren't missing anything in the like corners or anything.
Hey, look, I'm Rod.
Yeah. But just like, yeah, real quick, just kind of stick my head in, look around, double check, and then run back out.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. I mean, you run down, you don't see any other goblins. I don't know if you want to do a more thorough search of the room. Or just
no, it's more just like anything that would stand out, you know. A very quick search.
So yeah, you'd probably get down and then back here with 50, but then if you want to dash...
Yeah, I just dash and
5,
use the full move.
10, 15, 20, 30. Let me move the Watchers. Yeah, you can get down and then back up to rejoin this group altogether. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's jump over to Romi. How you doing?
I'm fearful. I'm actually having a real stress. I'm gonna cautiously crane my neck around this corner to see if I can see anything.
Okay.
I don't want to commit to a movement in this moment. And then I'm going to think real hard and be like, damn it, man. You wanted me to find this bloody thing. Give me some help. Otherwise, it's gone. You're not helping the contract from your end.
I think with that, you get a sense of distance, of far away towards the west.
I have like a slow moment of, well, great. Airship. Okay. I'm gonna turn around and look down this corridor real quick. 5. Is it just the one dude?
I mean...
No, what is that thing that's with him?
You see...
Is that a... Oh my god.
Yeah. You see a large, kind of lizard-like creature standing near a goblin. This is like medium size though, so like for you even, it's probably towering above you. It's above the goblin, so its head is kind of like sticking out and obviously there.
Okay.
So what sort of roll do they have to make to try to figure out?
Investigate. It has to be an investigation check.
Okay, not a perception. Okay.
No, it is a investigation check, intelligence check against my spell save DC, which is 13. Just not good enough. It's just not good enough.
Yeah. You see the goblin and this creature kind of like look over at you. They don't really seem to realize that you are not a goblin. And they just kind of like are inspecting you though nonetheless, as far as like, you know, here's this goblin with an arrow going through him. So they seem alarmed, and the goblin like grabs his weapon and like kind of holds it up and like as if like ready to fight off whatever you're running from.
Okay, I step up one.
Mm-hmm.
I see that he has a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's 2 of them. And I point down the way that I just come frantically. And I make really big eyes. And I go... that way. And I'm going to try and convince them through performance that they should go and run down that way.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
That was a persuasion check at
That's probably pretty
19.
close, yeah. All right. Yeah. It looks like they gather up their weapons and they're getting ready to head out.
Cool. I'll keep moving up just for the completion of the thing. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh my god, this is such a huge set of caverns. Why?
I know. I don't normally like to do such big maps, but it is a big,
Yes, it's a monster.
big plateau
Okay.
complex.
Okay, that's fine. I think at this point she's gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna walk back down. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's gonna see the guys and be like, that way. 25, 30. Movement, action, bonus action. Was there an action? There wasn't an action. I think I'm going to just do a wee blade ward on myself real quick. Oh no, even better. Yeah, no, I'll just do that then. Yeah, 100% blade ward.
Yeah, you hear this this creature let out this kind of a squeal sound, and they kind of take off after you guys.
What was that?
Okay. And with that, we'll moving on. Going back to the rest of the group.
Okay, do we hear that?
You probably
Animal
hear
cry.
this like screeching sound, this kind of squealing screech of a strange creature.
That doesn't sound good. Does anybody recognize that?
Let me roll and see if like one of these guys would recognize it. We're gonna roll. That one doesn't.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Ah ha ha. No, that's not appropriate.
Ding!
And Dean will kind of look over at you. Could be quite a bit of things, but kind of sounds a bit like they use these clawfoot raptors sometimes as, you know, god hunting beasts with them. Could probably that.
I don't like the sound of that.
No, they spend quite a bit of time out here in the local mountains. I think some of the goblins have tamed a few of them and used them. You better be on your guard. They're not that tough, but if they get enough of them, they can sure do some damage.
Okay. Pistols up, guys, as I raise my stuff.
30. So they kind of rush
I
forward.
guess.
I think
Yeah, hearing the squeal.
they would try to usher you guys towards the back. It's up to you whether you want to take the back or
I will take the back.
braids now that you're back.
Be up front.
Okay. I had a feeling.
I'm wolf. I'm large wolf, by the way. I'm not regular wolf. I am a dire wolf.
Oh, nice.
Are you running ahead of the group or just kind of staying with them but being in the front of the group?
I'm going to run a little bit ahead.
Okay, because you do have essentially 40 more feet than they have. So it's up to you how far you'd like.
And I have 60-foot dark vision. I'm just going to stay, like, within their sight line, right? So just kind of, like, keep the corners open, play the corners, make sure that if something attacks me, they can shoot at it. Right?
Yep.
I'm going to leverage the fact that I have a bunch of guns behind me.
Not a bad idea.
Makes sense.
That works. That works. All right. You advance. You kind of see that this tunnel up to the left seems to lead deeper in, and that's kind of the general direction that this screeching sound. I don't know if you were back for Andy and say that it was a clawfoot.
Yeah, I heard it.
Alrighty, just making sure. With that, we jump back to the other screen.
One of them clawfoots.
One of them Cloudfoots. All right.
Mm,
Romi, you are behind this group of goblins that have kind of like advanced and moved forward. They kind of ran forward with their clawfoot kind of like right behind them. Though honestly, it probably would have jumped up in the lead of this attack or advancement.
Okay, that's fine. I think I'm gonna hold my action, and as they get to about there, I think I'm gonna shoot the guy at the back with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so you're holding your action. They're going to start moving forward. Tell me whenever you want it to trigger. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, that's good. Just
Okay.
there.
Right there, you're going to fire. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and take your shot.
I will take my shot. 17.
17 will hit.
Yes. 10 points of force damage.
Alrighty. This is,
that's a lot of damage.
in
So that's
fact,
a lot of damage.
just the warrior. So 10 points of force damage. We'll see that warrior fall to the ground.
Touch.
Dead.
Haha.
Which will cause these guys to turn around and look at you. And the raptor is going to dash back at you. What's the raptor's speed?
It's not slow.
50 feet. Actually, it hadn't completed its full, so 5, 10, 15, 20. That would be his normal move. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We'll get him back to you. But that was his dash action to get there.
Right. So, as he's running to me, can I run?
You had held your action to take the shot. So that was your held action during their turn.
I can't hold my movement. I can
No.
only hold my action.
You can hold
Absolutely
one
right.
or the other.
Yep.
Like you can hold a dash action.
Yep. I'm like, this is very bad. Okay. That's fine. That is my turn then.
Okay.
As you guys will hear a definite Romy scream coming from the corridor.
And we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. This goblin's going to dash back at you. 5, 10, 15, 20. Another one. Clawfoot comes screaming around the corner. Alrighty, back to the other party. You guys hear some noises, some conflict in the other room, down the hallway. What would you guys like to do?
Continue pressing on, I guess. Like we're heading towards the noise, the commotion, especially if Romi's screaming.
Yeah, at that point I'll definitely go out ahead and use the full movement to go far.
Had a feeling. Okay, let me see. To get there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 will put you just on the other map. So first I'm going to put you here. Get rid of you on this map. Activate the next map.
It's a bad situation, Dawson.
Oh, so if I do this.
I don't think any of them have been good.
Alrighty.
I'm getting absolutely Jurassic Park right now.
Clever girl.
Yeah. Okay.
On the bright side, that was just
Oh,
my
I just
movement,
moved the wrong
correct?
one.
Yes.
Yes, that's 50 feet right there. So
And that this large goblin body I see, that's the raptor.
There's a goblin body straight ahead of you. This one is a goblin. This red round rimmed one up here, just on the edge of your vision, is the raptor.
Raptors.
It is in black and white due to there not being light. And that being
Yeah.
your vision.
This goblin there's alive. Why am I not pinging?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna dash up to, because I can see Romi, right?
Yes, just barely. They're at
Excellent.
the edge of your 60-foot vision. But you see a goblin with an arrow going through their mouth. But it seems to have attracted the attention of the raptor. This right up against.
So I don't see Romi.
No, because Romi
Yes.
changed. You have to make a what is it?
I'm not going to make an investigation check 'cause
Investigation.
I have no reason to not believe that is a.
Yep, that's cool. Gonna start rolling a new character.
I'm still going to just run up and engage this
Yeah,
goblin to
figured
there.
That makes sense.
That makes you. Yeah, you should do that.
Is
That's a good play.
To be fair, I can't move much farther than that. I will actually just go one more. There we go.
There you go. All right. Okay. Then I believe we're back to Romi's turn.
Okay, Romi is looking at the situation. It's not great. She is going to. Cause speak with animals in this moment and say, those guys told me that they think you're pretty dumb and they're gonna eat you later. Let's get them. And she's gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast at this dude just here.
You speak with animals. Is that a bonus action or?
I wish it was. It's not.
All right. You
Speak with animals. It is an action.
Now, with
So
that
I-
spell up, can you check? Is there something to do with like the intelligence of the creature for them to understand you, or it just works? You speak to an animal and
Nope. I can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts, and I can use any of the influence and action skill options with them. So I could persuade these guys.
okay. So why don't you
Okay,
give me a persuasion roll then?
I could do that. I'm persuasive.
Yeah.
I'm not persuasive today.
Yeah. They don't seem overly convinced. Their body language does not shift as you speak to them.
Okay, I'm glad that I have my blade ward on. I think I'm gonna need it. Shit. I will move. Yeah, so that's my speak with animals. 5, 10. I will stop there. I
Okay.
don't want to provoke an opportunity.
Fair enough.
But I think I will break my disguise self at this point. So I am Romi once more.
So that Braids can tell that it is Romi and not a goblin that's somehow pissed off.
And I'll go, Romi, don't! Braids, don't eat me! Again, it's speaking to the wolf, and I'm hoping that it's actually Braids. Because if it's not Braids, it's
Well,
it's
Oh.
a very
You can very much tell it's Braids. Braids doesn't turn into like a wolf. Braids turns into Braids as a wolf, right? I still look mechanical and
right. But she's not seen a natural wolf, right? Oh no, she has seen
Yeah.
a natural wolf. Yeah. Fair one. She's hoping that it's you. Otherwise, something's gone horribly awry. But
pretty
yeah,
easy to tell it's me.
she's like 87% sure it's you. You know.
All right.
The things that she is 100% sure of, and the things she is not, are very, very odd to me sometimes.
Welcome to Playing with David. Okay, so the
Matt, it
raptor
says
that
we're
was
paying
there
attention.
is going to attempt a claw or bite. Let's see. Claw attack, it looks like, is better. 15 to hit you, Romi? Or, sorry, 17 to hit you, Romi.
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait. 17 does hit, but I need them to roll a 1d4 real quick.
Okay.
What do you get?
Oh, I need to roll a 1d4? I thought you were going
Yeah.
to roll it. Sorry.
No. The attacker does
3.
it. Ooh, baby. So that 17 gets reduced down to 14, which is my AC, so it still hits.
Still hits. 11 points of slashing damage.
Anna!
I have
Ow!
this thing. You still got me.
Yeah, you very much got me. Oh dear. So 11 points of damage. Luckily, I had 4 points of temporary health, but I'm down to 8 points of health at this point.
Okay. The other raptor is running at you and is going to attempt to make an attack. That would be a 19 to hit
There is no point rolling that dice then. Carry on.
for 13 points of damage.
Oh no! Down I go. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I go down, which I am about to go down, I did have 4 points of temporary health still, and I still have my armor of Agathis in operation.
Okay. So they both
So
take damage, right?
The first one takes damage,
first
takes
one.
10 points of cold damage.
10 points of cold damage.
I think it's 10 points. Yeah, it's 10 points of cold
Does
damage.
not look great. That's for sure.
Okay, well,
Neither do you. So.
I'm going down. This is me. Bye, everybody. Thanks for playing. Yeah, down I go. 13 points of health.
Alrighty. Alright, with that, we got goblins. We've got one on braids, and these others are moving forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
As I go down, can I say to the raptors, brothers, think of me when you are fighting in the struggle. Your goblin overseers care not for you.
So you get short bow attacks. 7 will miss. 7 will miss. Short sword attack. 14 will miss. So the goblins attempt to attack braids, but it's this weird wolf metal thing, wood metal thing. They can't get around it. Okay.
Wolf metal sounds like a pretty epic genre.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
wolf
I was
metal.
thinking it's like wolf metal. Yeah, let's go.
Something that's going to keep you up howling in the moon.
As the wolf metal goes off, we see the rest of the party move in. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 feet would get you guys just in. We're going to copy. Going to activate this one. So there we are. 20 feet puts you there, Sunny, and we'll have you take over now that you're all on the same map. Thank God.
Okay.
Tired of jumping maps.
Do you want us to roll initiative?
I
Or you
was just keeping us in the general same initiative order we had.
Okay.
Just to make it somewhat streamlined.
Okay. So is it my turn?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. And you say that was 20, so I've still got 10 feet left.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, technically, if you
Okay.
want to not go that far in, you can move yourself back a little bit. Technically, this back would be, in the tunnel you were just in. But I'm not going to jump 2 different maps anymore.
No, that's understandable. I will.
Og would have probably taken up the back with you.
I will cast Witch Bolt.
This bolt? Which bolt?
Witch Bolt.
This one,
The
right?
witchiest of bolts.
That oh,
Yeah. 60-foot range, so I believe I should be able to hit any of them, really.
it's one of these bolts.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm going to go for the raptor right here.
To the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Avenge me, Sunroof.
And that is a 11, so it doesn't hit. Unless
No.
they have a really terrible dexterity.
11 does not. Dexterity is not their dump stat.
Okay.
Way to way to
It
phrase
doesn't
it.
hit, but it doesn't say that I can't. The concentration fails. It's just the first hit, the 2d12 misses, but on my subsequent turns, I can just bonus action hurt it.
I think you have to actually hit in order for it to be able to
Do you?
continually do it. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So
I couldn't see it said that in the spell. No worries then. Okay, so that's the spell. Burn. No more first level spells left. Bonus action. I will cover Romy in a rock.
all right. The
I'm in a rock.
Yeah.
with the wolf rock, and now the rock cover. It's Braid's turn.
Excellent. I am going to. I think we're just going to take a big chunk bite out of the gentleman next to me.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that is a 15 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're going to take 10 points of damage and be on the ground.
Yeah, they will be on the ground, but they will not be breathing. So.
Oh, excellent. That makes what I'm about to do even more fun. And I will move to here.
Okay. Nice.
And I will be done.
Alrighty. Next would be Og. He is going to attempt to shoot one of the gobos, I think.
One of the gobos.
One of the gobos, but he's going to miss and hit the wall instead. Yeah. Great. And after that, I think it's gonna be Romi.
Romy is between worlds in this moment, and will probably say something out loud to the empty grey void of I'm not really sure about the agreement that we made. I feel like you could have told me earlier it was not in here, and then I wouldn't have to be here right now. If we're gonna... I'm not here to tell you your job at all, but I just came out of a relationship where there was very poor communication. I need to know that we're on the same team, okay? I'll do the things you need, but you gotta help me do the best I can. Is that fair? And I'm now about to roll a nat 20 on my roll. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Here we
Don't
go.
tell the others whether you pass or fail. Just roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of hear a voice like, seems like you do have a type, I guess. I figured you'd realize that the item you're looking for wouldn't have been in there if the important items had been shipped off, but I guess I shouldn't assume so much.
No, don't infer knowledge. No. That's not how this works. I didn't even know you existed before. I don't know what your level of knowledge base is. If you know... I'm not angry at you. I'm just angry at the situation. Okay? Are we on the same team? Are we together on this? Yes?
That we have the Raptors up. Braids a 12 will miss, and a 17
will directly hit.
Okay. For 9 points of slashing damage.
Excellent.
And we got some Gabo warriors up. This one's on you, so it's going to attempt its short sword. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
For 4 points of damage.
So, you know that Between Worlds conversation we were just having?
Yeah, it's different for a Warforged, I think. It's like a,
Yes, but I'm visiting it often.
It's like a static page, like you go to the TV channel that's no longer in service.
Yeah, we are napping yet again for the second time in this single combat.
It's a long combat,
but it has still been once every combat.
I honestly, to be fair, was not expecting you guys to run through the entire tunnel system on a single go.
I was not expecting you to hit a 17 AC every time you make a swing, but we're both not getting what we wanted.
There we are. This other warrior is going to
Player
fire.
2 has entered the game. What does that even mean?
Down. 17 will hit. And 7 points of damage to Andean, who's starting to look really rough at this point. So they get to go, actually. All right.
We should have known this was going badly, because in every movie I've ever seen, whenever there's been a posse that goes out, it always goes badly for the posse. Like, every time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. However, they are starting to hit things. Those are all hits. It's 3, 4. How many guys I got? That's 4, 5, 6. So there's. Okay, so all of their shots hit. Let's see. Indians is a little bit better. 7 points of damage. That means this first goblin, combined fire, is taken down. The raptor there, I think will end up dying, but let me just roll damage. Takes 2 shots, but that raptor will die. That's 2, 4. We had 2 more shots left, which will kill this raptor.
Good.
And we're down to a lone goblin in this fight when Sunny takes back up his turn.
Okay, my turn. I don't know what distance I'm away. I can't get close enough to actually heal anybody. So I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll go to this point and fireball.
Okay.
The last remaining goblin. For a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
I was waiting for the nat 1 to hit, and then it's just roll between me and Romi and see who gets the shot.
Just wait, Og's up next. And I'm rolling for him.
9 fire damage.
9 fire damage will be exactly the amount of hit points this goblin has. So the tunnel goes a little bit quiet, Og is going to run forward 5, 10, 30. He's going to dash to get up here. And then these guys are... So first, we have another round of death saves before these guys act. So death saves for the two of you. Okay. And okay. Perfect. All right. So then these guys will move forward. What was it? So Andean is going to first attempt a medicine check on Braids because you can see him. Nat 20. So Braids, you are stabilized. And one of the other rangers is going to just reach in and try to drag Romi out of the rock area, and then someone will attempt a medicine check, and at a 10 will also stabilize you. So you two no longer have to make death saves. We can kind of step out of initiative for the moment. The group's kind of like panting there, looking at everyone being wounded. I think maybe we need to take a moment, maybe a tactical retreat for a little bit, and we can come back at this later.
Yeah, that seems, yeah, and I'll start mushing a good berry into Romi's mouth.
Oh, that's right. You gave good berries to everybody. Og, seeing you do this, will finally be like, oh, yeah, we got those. And we'll put one in Braid's mouth as well.
Excellent.
We think maybe we should take a retreat, go outside and rest up a little bit.
As soon as I stand up and see just how bad of a situation that Romi's in, Braids will reach over and gently lay their hand on them and do this cure wounds thing for 12 points of damage.
Healing, you know.
I do 12 points of reverse damage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Romi's still dazed from the afterlife and having trouble getting their words out. As someone's still muted.
Romi's gonna wake up and we'll be like, oh, thank you, Brace. And we'll reach into the backpack and pull out a potion to give to Braids and say, here, take this for 2d4 plus 2.
I mean, and Braids just lays a hand on themselves and does the same thing.
Romi goes, you're welcome. Very safely.
I heal 13 of my own hit points.
If we leave now, all the remaining hostages are going to get killed.
How about this? We'll gather up the men outside, send the rest of the posse in. You guys
then
can rest a little bit.
We'll keep doing what heroes do.
What's that? Taking a
We go-
rest?
No, we go forward.
Oh, right. Yes. Let's do that. I'm gonna take a quick moment if that's okay. Can we take maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take 10 minutes real quick if that's okay with everybody. And I'm going to do a magical cunning, gaining one of my spell slots. because in 2024 you get to have a little bit more as a warlock. And I'm also going to do a ritual cast of Find Familiar. Just see if I can get Genie back.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And if we're gonna do this, I think I might drink my potion of healing as well at this point. If no one else wants it. Sandra, do you need any health?
I am about half HP, a little bit over, but about half HP. Sitting at 14.
I'm at 13 myself, but I mean I can only go to 19.
You're the one that keeps running into things. So.
Og is also looking pretty bad at the moment with 3 hit points.
I think
so.
I would
That's up
give
to
it.
you. Maybe Og will step back with.
Okay.
Just go forward, and then we can just not worry about killing him off.
All right, I'm gonna do it for myself then. 5 plus 2 is 7. That gets me all the way up to 19. Heal. Done. Lovely. Lovely. Okay.
Okay, if we're gonna do this though, maybe no more running ahead on your own.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I genuinely got lost. I thought that you were like up ahead and not just to the right in front of me.
I somewhat start to believe it, knowing that I was hiding in a cave wall. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it was really that good of an illusion.
Were you even a rock? I don't know. I couldn't find you anywhere. I just ran. And, thank you for coming to get me. I won't run off again. Hey, Genie.
Just kind of nuzzles up against you. I think with that, let's take a short break and come back. So let's take 15 minutes or so. So it should be about the top of the hour. We'll be back to continue on and see what happens in this tunnel complex. Braids, that creature was a beast, though, so you can add a Clawfoot Raptor. Trying to organically give you options for future.
I appreciate it.
So we'll be back, guys, and we'll see you soon. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you all who are joining us here live on Twitch or YouTube or Kick. We do appreciate you joining us and jumping in chat, saying hi. It lets all those algorithms know that, there's something worth checking out. So we do appreciate that. If you are on Twitch, if you can have like Amazon Prime, there is one free Twitch sub you can give out every month. So we would love it if you would consider us as recipients of that. Anything we get from that or from our Patreon, patreon.com/the XP Guild, that all helps just pay for things. We're going to need to get a new video chat system going, and we'll have to figure that out. Might be something I pay for. Things like our map system we use, the maps that I make, I pay to at least purchase those programs. If not, certain things we have subscriptions for. So just if you're enjoying it, consider that. But here we are. The group dives deeper into this plateau and have kind of set themselves to go even further. One of the rangers kind of pulls out a potion and hands one to Og so that he doesn't look quite as bad. He's still a little hurt, but not horribly. And kind of all steel yourself to head further into this complex. I think move forward. Unless you guys had anything in particular you're looking to do. We're kind of going to advance to the next intersection. And at this point, not
FYI, I am not leading the front of the pack.
No, I figure it's generally the posse is going to be taking up that position.
Operation Meat Shield.
No longer. Can I zoom in close enough? See whatever I have you marked on. What's this? No longer cursed. You're no longer a wolf. All right.
Correct.
And I'm gonna move it so the watchers can see. Kind of at this point, Andean and the other members of this kind of force will look to you guys and look at the two pathways. Well, why don't we take this moment? We'll head down this right tunnel here. You guys go down the left and maybe make sure there's nothing behind us. We'll try to cover more ground. We can meet back up whichever direction comes to an end first. You can. That way, if there is any issues, perhaps we can get to your friends before anything more happens.
Splitting the party sounds like a
Makes
brilliant
sense.
idea. Let's go.
Can't go wrong ever. And so these guys are going to head off down this tunnel to the north. Meanwhile, leaving you guys. Anything you'd like to do?
Do you want me to send Jeannie out ahead?
Yeah. I guess we carefully proceed. I will suggest, shall we? And I'll gesture for the people to walk ahead.
Go.
Please. Lead the way.
I'll go look down at Jeannie and be like, that didn't work out so well last time.
Well, try not to die this time. Okay.
I mean, Jeannie going out first is what I meant. I'll try not to die too. You try not to die.
Okay.
And you Mr. Braids.
Everybody try not to die.
While the conversation's happening, Braid just starts walking down the hallway.
Romi's going to jump up on Og's back so that she can close her eyes and see through Jeannie's eyes.
Okay. Og will
I don't know if you still have me with dark vision, but I'm fairly certain I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
And Jeannie doesn't have any of her night vision either.
Well,
Yeah.
And I can't see a thing.
you can't see anything.
No, I can.
Okay.
And everyone with their dark vision, I was like, "Can I have the candle?"
I don't know if Og. I don't think Og has it either. To tell you the truth. Yeah, no. Og has just normal vision as well.
Normal eyes.
He's relying on the torches, and I don't know if he had one on him. So, let me check what I've set up. Light. No. So he's just cool. All right. So Genie moves forward. I will just put you where Genie is right now, because otherwise.
What?
I don't think you get
Comes
to
again.
actually see. Right? Like when you move Genie, it doesn't change your field of vision, does it?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So just go ahead and move.
Well,
But realistically, you're back with
right, I get you.
the others.
So this is quite a narrow little tunnel, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like a 5-foot passageway at first.
Okay. Keeping pressed up against the wall. She will see that knoll and this interesting looking gentleman.
Yep.
Do they look like they are tied up?
They do not. In fact, what you see, it looks like a goblin that has like all these like various like items, like the teeth and feathers and stuff, like dangling off of them in different places. Have some like strange like runes inscribed upon their clothing, and there seems to be a giant hyena as well within the room.
I will relay that information and then say to Jeannie, stay still, we'll come to you. And then we'll follow up behind. So giant hyena and a goblin who appears to have he's got runes all over him and he's got...
What are we gonna do? Lure it out? Pointing to the tight, narrow pathway. Like, we're gonna be pretty cramped if we try and fight it there. Or do you want to run in again?
How
I
about...
can't see around the corner, so it's all on you.
Right. How about this? You and Og wait on either side of the doorway of the cavern entrance. Like if you come here and Og comes over here, I'll stand up here. And Braids, if you could stand by me, and we'll get Genie to make a loud noise. See if we can get that hyena to come chasing after her down the tunnel. I'll blast the hyena, and then as it comes up to me, you guys just hit it as it comes through.
I like that. If anything, it draws it out so we know what we're facing.
Okay. Genie, so what I want you to do, absolutely not. What are you talking about? You want me to outrun a giant hyena? Yeah. I'm gonna die. You know this, right? don't know that. You're clever. Look, just climb up if it gets near. Climb up on the ceiling. You're saying to me that a giant hyena can't jump up and get me with massive jaws. Listen, I need a little bit more walkie-walkie and a little less talkie-talkie, okay? What did you just say? You heard me. You're my familiar, and I think that you're acting a little overly familiar just now. Touche. Okay. Here I go. Genie's going to step out and go, oh no, a giant hyena. What the actual fuck? And is going to run away.
The hyena hears, but then does start chasing after it.
Got a little bit of a head start, but I mean, it's going to be a full dash coming up. Okay. Come up here and stand next to me. I'm going to get my Eldritch Blast ready to take out this thing as soon as it comes into view.
Okay, so he gets to here
Mm-hmm.
when you would first get a view of him. Let me move, sorry, so everyone else can see.
Yeah, I would also like to laser the.
Yeah, I had a feeling. This is everyone
I'm
would
assuming
have
me and
some
Tom
sort of held
hold-
action here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, starting with Romi, I guess, and then Braids, because you two would be able to see for now.
Wow, I rolled a 10 and a 6. Oh, I
Neither-
didn't even get advantage. I only get the one advantage. I only get the one attack because the advantage is if Genie was next to the
Yeah, 5
hyena.
feet.
Right, so yeah, 10 misses. That's me.
Okay. Braids?
Oh, that does better than my 8. My little
Perfect.
starry wisp goes flying and.
All right.
Me and Olga look at each other with confidence now. You guys must have hit.
Definitely it.
Yeah.
I go, step forward one real quick.
I
Can you see him there? I'm just checking.
yeah.
So can he. All right, so
Get
go
him.
ahead, and I will have Og roll an attack too.
Firebolt
Firebolt
for a natural 20.
for a natural 1.
26 for 11 points of fire damage total.
Okay, 11 points of fire damage to the hyena. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. This was much higher.
Don't know why I was standing so close. No, I shouldn't have listened to your plan.
I think with that, he'll step here, but he did have to dash to get there. Can I get everyone else to roll initiative? Here,
Sure.
everyone to roll initiative, essentially. That's the word that I should have used. 7 for Og.
10.
17.
17
Myself.
for
The
Sunrose.
sunroof.
10 for Romi. Braids, what do we have?
12.
12. Alrighty. This guy gets feet. There we go. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that doesn't help. Which of these myriad things do I need to click on? This one. So let me see something. Yep. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Centered here. I need Braids, Romi, the Marmot, and Og to give me a dexterity saving throw. Sonny, you were lucky enough to be out of the area.
I know, I was like, when you said names, like,
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
I need to make one for the hyena.
I rolled a natural 1.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. What is my DC? Okay.
Oh no. Please don't hit my poor marmot. My poor marmot.
she managed to get away from the hyena.
It was really quite elementary. I feel like it's. Oh no!
Okay, so it's not quite as bad as you guys are assuming it is right now. There is a like a sparkling set of like lights that kind of form in this area of the room and start shimmering and falling, landing upon
Yes.
all of you as fairy fire lands. And
Not nearly that bad. Just disadvantage on being hit, basically.
just they get advantage. That's it. But marks, I guess.
Me.
GM,
Yes.
I am so favored by the Fae. Would they allow a glitter bomb to land on me from their own Fae realm?
Apparently.
Really? Oh, they are mercurial.
When someone else is wielding the magic, yes.
Son of a bitch! I'm going to bring this up at the AGM.
Totally going to take this to the union. All right.
Going to the shareholders meeting immediately.
The hyena will go. It is going to attempt to make an attack on. I guess I can zoom in. The Watchers make an attack on Sunru.
No!
'Cause the only one who successfully hit him.
Kangaroo!
I don't think a natural 1 for a total of 6 will hurt.
I hold up my staff and it bounces off me with my mage armor, and I'm like, yes, I just need to believe.
Well, with that, it is your turn, Sunru.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
the hyena had jaw ache.
I do. Have I still got rabbit feet jump thing left? Yes, I do. I haven't used it. Okay, I will kangaroo hop and jump 10 foot away without provoking attack of opportunity, and then firebolt him again
Nice.
for a 12 to hit.
12. Let me double check. They don't have great armor. 12 will hit.
Oh.
For 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage. Alrighty. You're doing well. Braids. Unless you have more to do. You're moving. Yep.
I'll just move back more, and then I will, make a fence in between me again and the hyena,
Okay.
just so I'm off vision.
Like directly in front of you, or
Yeah, like here.
okay.
I think we're just going to poison spray the spellcaster.
Okay.
I'm not seeing a lot of reason to move.
Can you see the spellcaster?
Oh, I thought I could. I'm sorry. Then I will poison spray whatever I can see. Sorry.
Currently, the hyena is the only combatant you can
Yes.
see. You just know that
Excellent.
there's something because the spell went off.
He would like to be hit by a natural 20.
Yes, then he will be hit by a natural 20.
Whoop whoop.
It's the sound of the acid.
That's the H2SO3.
For 13 damage.
Nice. Starting to look pretty rough here.
Is it? Hold on. Yeah, okay.
Well, I've done about, 30, 40 damage to it.
I'm glad that we did it this way around, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Working out.
Alrighty. Then it will be Romi and Og.
Romi's going to say to Jeannie, "Get in there!" And Jeannie's going to run over, and Romi's going to then shoot a Eldritch Blast. It's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Yes. For 8 points of force damage.
8 points of damage on the hyena. Okay.
Yeah. How's it looking?
Pretty rough.
I think the that's it.
Okay.
That is it.
Og will go. And he will attempt. Yeah. He will. Yeah, I think we're just going to firebolt for now. Good call. That's 19 to hit. And we'll deal 1 point of damage. Because I can't roll. Which will leave the hyena still alive.
You're rolling better than Dave.
Considering he's not rolling at all right now, then yes, yes I am.
I was about to say, considering the amount of times you've knocked me unconscious, I think we're going to go with you roll just fine.
I roll okay. It works. All right. This goblin steps into view of a couple of you anyways. And it is going to... No, Romi's straight ahead. It's going to go after Romi. But an 8, I believe, will miss. But it gets...
How's he attacking me?
So he lifts up his staff that he has, and you see like this wave of energy coming at you. Both of these waves kind of miss you as he goes. Yep. Can't tell what it is. Okay. The hyena's gonna worry about this. The main threat to him, I think, is this little kangaroo who also looks tasty. So, 5, 10, 15.
I'm behind the fence.
20.
He wasn't fooled by the fence.
You know what I mean? He saw where you went before.
Yeah.
Wait, does Genie get an attack of opportunity?
I mean, you're welcome to make one. I don't know if familiars can't attack, so he does not get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. No, you're right. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those actions that it has is bite.
Yeah. So as long as it's not biting a creature, you're fine. Like you bite apparently a rope or a apple.
Oh, okay.
I don't
That's
know.
fine.
I'm just
okay. No.
raw.
Yeah. Sure.
Sunny, 15.
I will cast Shield on myself, making my AC 20.
Okay. So the hyena goes to bite at you. However, your shield rises and he's unable to get through. It is your turn.
Ah! Ting! And then the shield drops. And then I will kangaroo jump again 10 feet, and now I can't do that no more. And firebolt him again.
Okay.
24 to hit, and
Yep.
3 fire damage.
All right. What does it look like as this hyena is engulfed in flames and falls to the ground dead?
I feel from the past crits on it, has some open wounds, and my firebolt just managed to get a good hit and do something internally that just doesn't let it compute anymore. It shivers slightly, jerks, and falls to the ground.
Sounds good. Braids, you're up next. Oh, you can move if you have more movement or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just go and hide behind my wall.
Okay, sounds good.
That's my wall.
In which case, now
There's
Braids.
just a random fence panel in the middle of it. I'm like,
Yeah. Hey, Nate.
I'm just gonna move up to there-ish and get a better line of sight on the gentleman down the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
as well as I believe being within 30 feet. Yep. And we will poison spray.
Okay.
19 total.
Yeah. That will hit.
Take 8 points of damage, please.
8 points of damage to this
Lovely.
gobbo. Alrighty. Romi.
Eldritch Blast.
The blast of the Eldritches.
I call upon the names of Yakumo Fuji. Nat 20!
pew pew pew.
Nice.
Force damage is 7 for 17 points of damage.
Okay. That's a good hit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's looking bloodied now.
Wow. And
Anything
then
else you'd
Romi's
like to
gonna
do?
Get out of this way.
There's room behind my fence.
I go, oh, don't mind if I do. Genie,
Why are
Get
you
over here.
sparkling?
quiet. It's all perfectly normal. Just hide up against the wall there. If he comes nearby, we'll get him. Okay? I don't like this role you're making me do nowadays. Okay, that's me.
Og's gonna run around the corner and go attempt to swing at this guy with his spear. That would be a 19, which will hit.
Go on,
He's
Og.
gonna deal 8 plus. He's gonna use one of his fire giant, whatever, ancestry things. So 10 points of damage to this guy.
Woohoo!
Something. 10 points
That's
of
good.
damage. Alrighty. Let's see.
Yeah, concentration on
Yes.
the.
Actually, you'll have to make several of them, huh?
Oh, it's got to do at least one for me. And then one also for Braids. And then one for OG.
Oh. It's half the damage of 10, whatever's higher.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's 10 across the board.
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, with Braids, it will fall. So. It's alright. I forgot to use it anyways when he was attacking you guys with his thing. So it's all good. Take those off of you guys. Alright. Alright. I'm going to have Og give me a Constitution saving throw, which is not his worst. 13. I think passes.
Ow. Kill.
13 will pass. Alright, so we're going to make this attack on Og at disadvantage, because that's what it does. And oh man, I gotta read all the things. Alright, cool. So yeah, he misses Og, and we'll be back to Sunny.
Okay, I see everybody shooting down this hallway. I'm just going to run through my illusion. 10, 20, 25, 30. Now I can't see him. He's only 40 feet away. I will try and Witch Bolt him. Using my last spell slot, which is a level 2 spell. For a 17 to hit.
Yes, however, I do need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom for 16.
Then you're fine, and it hits as normal.
Okay. Don't know why I'll roll so many. First attack does 15 lightning damage.
Okay. Your lightning strikes this goblin. How does it look as you finish this one off?
Nice.
I raise my staff up, and almost like the air itself starts to solidify in the gap between me and this goblin guy until it sparks, and you see a sharp shock of purple lightning form from my staff straight to his temple.
Nice. Yep. Og's hair's kind of like standing up a little bit as the electricity charges the air. However, you guys are able to defeat this goblin.
Nice.
You hear...
Did it work?
Good job. Good job.
Og's
Good
like,
job.
yeah, you got him. You hear in the distance like the sound of gunfire and such down in other tunnels as the posse's going to work elsewhere in the complex.
Oh yeah. Clear ahead, and then make sure they're all okay.
Mm-hmm.
The path continues past this chamber.
Oh, does it?
Actually, you end up seeing, you especially with your dark vision can kind of see where the other side of that rock, that cave-in area was.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Oh, okay,
line.
yes, it actually stops off there. Okay, yeah. So it's actually a dead end.
Yep.
Okay.
You come in this, like, cave area, there is a, like, small torch that's burning on, like, essentially a stick or whatever, like, basically a tall torch that's, like, stabbed into a soft part of the ground. But you see, like, there's various trinkets and things lying about. This goblin had been kind of, like, looking over in this area.
I was going to say, may I take the moment to search the goblin himself?
Sure.
The one with magic.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Yeah, so the goblin himself didn't really have a lot on him. He had, like, 7 silver on him. Other than that, just, like, this weird-looking stick that has, like, these rune marks etched into it. However, it doesn't really appear to be anything special. Just, like, the implement of his...
Spellcaster. Focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I take the time to richly cast Identify on that staff anyway?
Sure. Whatever you want to take the time with. There's other stuff in this room if people are searching.
Oh, there's other stuff? Okay.
Yeah,
sure,
like
sure,
there's
sure.
other trinkets and
Take it
stuff
away.
that he was looking over within this room.
What else is in this room?
Do you want to give me a perception or investigation check? Dive
Okay. Yeah, I will do a perception check. Can I do that with the help from Genie?
Sure. Yeah. Anybody else making any checks or doing anything in particular?
I will cast guidance if anybody else wants to. If not, I'll do a pan of the room afterwards.
I rolled a nat 1 and I rolled a 3. I hate everything.
Og will look around. He does have investigation +4, so I guess
I will give him guidance and go, anything good in here?
I could have given myself guidance to get to 10.
So he got a 16. If I could get each of you to roll a d12 and tell me what you rolled.
All right.
D12. You don't even know the name of my band. I rolled an 11.
6.
Okay. 6. So
I rolled
11.
a 1.
You rolled a 1, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with an 11,
It's just
you will find there is some sort of wand that's in there. And it sparkles. Let me look up what it looks like.
I will add sparkly wand.
Let me see what it looks like if they have it. Oh yeah, so it's kind of like a thin wand with like a kind of like a glass globe, like 3/4 of the way along the shaft of the wand, and then a little bit of like a dark end to it. So it's actually of a darker substance to it, but there's like this weird glass, almost looks like a raindrop sort of thing, like if you drew it out, like glass globe that's in the middle of this wand. It's
Almost oval.
Yeah.
Teardrop. Okay.
Yeah.
Out of interest, I pick it up.
Okay.
Like you say, and I will pocket it into my pouch until we figure out what the hell's going on.
Yep. With a 6, we find. I'm trying to get the description of it. You find a key. It is like a gold-looking key to it that has this kind of like very fancy engraved like edge to it that seems to almost have like a question mark filled like worked into the like end of the key area, like the decorative bits of it. And with the 1, we have. You find a key. Let me see if, or not a key. You find a ring, and let's see. It's seems like a fairly simple like ring that's made out of like copper. Nothing that looks like overly flashy or would take much notice, but these are the kind of items that you discover in this room.
Would you guys mind if we take 10 minutes real quick? I feel like the posse are taking care of business. I'm going to cast Ritually Identify.
Okay.
I will make a show of doing hand motions exactly as Sunru would have seen his master doing these actions. But like halfway through, I stopped doing that and I started to start dancing around, having a bit of a good time. Like really not following the somatic elements to it at all in any way, shape, or form. And then I go, identify.
All right. So these 3 items are all magical of some level or the other. The ring you find is called a Band of Loyalty.
Okay.
Do you want me to explain what it does, or
No, I'll find out.
you'll look it up? Okay.
Say no more. It's okay.
The key item itself is called a mystery key. And last, the wand is a wand of magic detection.
Wand of magic detection, hey?
Mm-hmm.
New or legacy?
I was using the newer ones.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
There are 12 items we could have found. Those are the 3 that came up in this room. Based on rolls.
Like,
I think I'm going to put it on the band, but I'm not going to attune to the band.
It's probably a good call.
Probably a good call. God damn.
And that, by
okay.
the way, is probably the least useful out of all of them. But
I'm going to use it, and you're going to be like, that is the
I'm
best
sure.
use of that item ever.
I'm sure.
It's going to be my mission. I'm going to really think about how I can use that.
What did you get?
I
Don't have to tell me what it is. What's it called?
I sigh and I look at you and I go, so this is a band of loyalty. It's a ring that if you are wearing it whilst attuned to it, when you go reduced down to 0 hit points, you instantly die.
Oh.
So I need to convince an enemy that this is in their interest to attune to it and have them not be smart enough to check that for themselves and then kill them.
Seems a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I suppose.
Especially when you bear in mind
my brain, I'm like,
the vast majority of people that we kill when they die, they don't get death saves. They just die anyway.
Just die anyway.
I'm going to sell this.
I mean, can Og like break it down and make it into something else?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
No.
Like some kind of death seeker bullet, you know? That could be an interesting thing. I don't know. Yes, maybe. Excellent thought, Braids. Very positive of you. I didn't hear what you guys got. Because I mean, I did identify, so I know what they are, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, but you told us what they were.
Yeah, the key has like a 5% chance to open anything,
Oh, okay.
and then it disappears.
Yeah.
For one-time use.
Well, you can
5%.
use it as many times as you want, but it's only ever going to work once. So each time you try it, you roll a percentile, and then if
you roll within 5%, it works.
yeah,
So if we just use it enough times, it'll work.
eventually, but you can't plan on it. I mean, they're low-level magic item gifts. They're not like the best shit in the world.
I mean, I can plan on it because
Yeah.
like I'm gonna plug it into one lock and just turn it 150 times, right? Like we're gonna get there.
No, for sure.
No.
It's going to be the very first time that you use it, by the way. It's going to be...
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
On the stupidest thing ever, probably too.
I hold up the wand. It seems to be a wand of magic detection, and I'll just flick it once to activate it and see 30 feet if anything magic is around me. If it just casts to detect magic,
Yeah, I mean, you will
or just
see.
the us, I guess. Yeah.
You see the items that you have found. Roll me d12.
Okay.
Ooh, we got to find another item.
9.
All right. You find a potion bottle. Find this potion on here.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, there's like it was hidden, like kind of in the rubble that's holding up the the torch that's sitting out of the ground. Yeah, it is a potion that has like layers in the potion that are all different colors, like purple, blue, lighter blue, green, yellow, orange, red, like just kind of like this layered up potion.
I hold it, I give it a slight swirl to see if the colours mix, and I'm guessing they don't. And then I'm like, if you know, can you still? If not, I'll just put it in my pocket for later.
Yeah, I'll check it out later on. I'm a bit tired. I'm not really. I'm just bored of doing the identify spell.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't expect you wanted to ritual cast again. I will. It seems to be magic. Well, that's what the wand dignified, or I wouldn't have found it, I guess. And I put it in the pouch to be looked at later. And I will name it Rainbow Potion for now.
Can I check the rock pile where the rock slide was? I just want to see if there's anything underneath that, whether a person triggered it or something.
Give me some sort of check.
That's an 8.
Yeah. No idea. Not
Okay.
sure what caused it.
That's cool. That's fine. Got some magic items. This is very cool. Can I pick up the wand of the goblin? The staff of the goblin.
The staff he was using? Sure.
Yeah. Just want to pick it up and take it with us.
Yeah. It's just kind of a gnarled looking staff with like runes carved into it. Yeah.
I don't sense any power coming off of it, do I?
No, and neither did Sunru pick up on it while
Right.
he was casting detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Looks like just a spell focus.
Yeah. If there are any goblins out there who are like, our shaman's gonna get you, we can share this and be like, he's dead. You're welcome. Shut up.
Intimidation. I like it.
So,
Shall
I
we
guess-
make sure the rest of the people...
I'll save? Yes. Let's do that.
All right. You guys head off in the direction of the sounds of gunfire. Eventually, you'll catch up to the troop, and you can kind of see that they're just kind of mopping up, essentially. Like, there's a few others. You see that there's a group of scared, like, villagers. Probably, like, 12 villagers that are still left. They look tired, dehydrated, like malnourished, essentially. It's been several days of being pushed hard and left here. And the group, the garrison, kind of like looks at you guys. Indian will walk over. Well, we've managed to wrap things up. There were more goblins that ran down some tunnels and triggered some cave-ins behind them. How'd you guys fare?
There's about 100 of them.
There was one goblin.
Right.
And
Yes.
a big dog.
Oh,
Hyena, actually.
Oh. I'd make a mental note of the differences.
all right.
It-
Must have been a rough fight.
It was.
Well,
I'm glad it's over. Thank you for finding our villagers. We appreciate your help in this matter.
yeah.
In regards to helping us, I look at the others. I'm like, we kind of need to follow that airship. It's got Og's parents on it, but we can't leave these villagers. Would you be able to maybe escort them home or to somewhere safe?
Well, I mean, if what you're telling me about your village, there's probably nothing there for them right now. But you know, as we could head back towards the west, there's a town up there that's got a railroad junction to it. Might help you speed up your travels. We can lead them there, and they can kind of figure out where they're going to go from there.
Does the railroad head west?
Yes, well, it will head west. Yeah.
Trains? Sunry starts looking with excitement. Master said we were never allowed to. We should go to the trains.
I mean, probably it's not going to be cheap, but maybe you can figure out a way to work out a deal with the guy who runs the town. He's not my favorite person, but you know, he's a businessman, so always open to something as long as it's monetarily in his advantage.
sure we can find some kind of deal.
I think the best bet, though, is maybe we find a spot here that's on the comfier side and rest up, hit the road first light.
Sounds
Agreed.
like a good plan.
Are any of the goblins alive at all? Did they take any prisoners?
No, you don't see any that they left alive.
Okay. I mean, I'll ask any of the villagers if they had any idea where Og's family had been taken, and I'm going to assume they don't know.
Yeah, many of them just say, you know, they took several of us up further into the complex, kind of left many of us here. It seemed like they separated them, like they took the ones with mining experience or the blacksmiths. You know, those that
Did you see anybody working with the goblins that wasn't a goblin?
well, there was a dwarf that came down with a couple of his. There was a couple of humans that came with him, but the dwarf seemed to be in charge, kind of arguing a little bit with the goblins, haggling a little bit. I think paid some of them. One of the hobgoblins took off after that shortly, and when they heard the gunfire and stuff down below, several of them went into the caves and left a few with us.
Would you be able to give us a description of this goblin? And then I will try and use minor illusion to have a busk-styled head appear and cycle through a traditional dwarven looks, asking them to sort of point out characteristics till we can get a rough idea, even if it's hair color, facial hair sort of thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, he had, alright, so dwarf had kind of reddish hair with a big gray streak that ran down one side of his beard.
One side, okay.
His hair was not that long, though. It only went to about his shoulder. It was pretty unkempt.
You see the illusion's hair just slowly start going in.
I kind of look at it with this amazed look, like, wow. Wore fairly heavy armor, had different runes on it, a kind of glowing greenish crystal could be kind of seen right in kind of worked in the chest area. Yeah, it kind of pulsed a little
significant. Red-haired dwarf with pulsating crystal armor.
A dwarf with reddish hair and grey going down one side of his beard with shoulder-length hair, and some humans were trading with the goblins. They took some people with mining experience, heavily armored with glowing runes, green crystal on the chest area. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Yes.
I like to feel you said that all with your eyes behind your head, mouth open. For Exorcist.
That looked
100%.
fairly close. He did wear a circlet around his on his head, kind of held back his hair a little bit, and it too had a similarly glowing green crystal.
Did he have a name?
I never heard a name. They were speaking in the goblin tongue, and I don't know that too well, but
you
can't be too many dwarves who have got airships who fit that description.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. I pull out the deeds to the village and I go, so these belong to the village. These are your properties. They have value. If you're going to be moving on, you might find that you can actually sell the plots of land and get some money back for it.
No. Wow. Okay. Are you coming with us? I mean, you gonna resettle? We're gonna make Guanjun again?
We're going to find Og's parents. We're going after that airship.
Really? Okay. Wow. I never thought you were much of an adventurer, Romy.
I'm not. This is not an adventure. This is not fun. I died. Like, a lot. He
Only
died.
I saw
A
it.
lot. He's fallen. We've all, in the last 56 hours, I've been to literal planes of existence I didn't even know existed. It's been very awful. I've had a terrible time. This is not fun.
Then,
I don't want to be doing this.
then why don't you come with us and we can find a new settlement and you can tell some authorities and
And what do we tell Og?
well, I mean,
Og's just there kicking up
Yeah.
a fuss. No, need to find my parents.
I mean, no offense to any of you, but Og was just an apprentice to his parents, and I'm not as familiar with.
And if it were your parents?
I'll tell someone. I certainly couldn't stop anybody. I mean, I understand the urge, but
We
What-
stopped them and we freed you. Why would we stop?
If you didn't try, you'd still be locked up.
fair enough.
This posse is here because of us.
We appreciate it. I mean, if we had anything, we'd give it to you, but goblins took everything. I don't know. So many have already lost their lives. I hate to see more of
We
us.
didn't do this because of the things. We did this because of the people.
I appreciate that. Well, wherever we end up settling, there'll always be a place for any of you.
Well, don't be a stranger.
Appreciate that.
And you see the posse, the rangers, and the garrison force kind of like start setting up, kind of place, sort of in one of the first inner kind of areas where they actually take over that like kitchen area that the goblins had, and they start cooking up food, mixture of some of the stuff they have plus some of the stuff they found that were more palatable to more civilized beings. Kind of
Some
working.
hyena to cook.
Hmm?
So we've got some hyena here we can cook.
Yeah.
I lend a hand with my spices as well.
So they start working up a big stew pot.
Since it's pretty obvious we're getting ready to like stay here for the night, who's the two most injured members of the party currently?
I'm at full health.
14 HP still from first fight.
Yeah, I don't think anyone took much of hits or any hits on that
And the-
last battle.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just gonna use the last two cure wounds to
Yeah.
like.
you and Sunny have the biggest gap in hit
Yeah,
points.
then we'll just do that there.
Okay. After seeing, well, now we'll
Then he gets
Seven
9.
9. I will pull out my Master's Tome and a pearl and start ritually casting Identify for myself to see what that potion is.
Okay. It is.
Seeming Romy got disinterested very quick after looking at her own ring.
I will put the link in chat. It is a potion of polychromy. I know, I'd never heard of it
What'd you call me?
either.
That's
Okay. That link did not take me to the
Nope.
took me to the book
No?
itself.
Okay, so potion of polychromy should be on our D&D Beyond. So POLYCHROMY.
Just copy and paste it into.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
I'd never
That
heard of it
is
before.
Hilarious.
And I came across it and I was like, all right, cool. Like, I just wanted random things that were not like the
Random.
most powerful stuff. But
Yeah, man.
I love seeing what people can do with random magical items.
I can't find that in my D&D Beyond.
No? Okay. So
No.
here, that's weird.
Read out. I'm happy
So-
to share.
When you drink this potion, you and everything you are wearing or carrying take on a rainbow-hued appearance for 1 hour. During that time, you can use a bonus action to turn any color or combination of colors you choose. If you mimic the colors of your surroundings, your hues continually shift to match your surroundings, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks until you change your colors again or the potion wears off.
Okay. Full chameleon skin then.
Yeah. Yep.
You
I
are
like
a predator. It is a rainbow predator.
Yeah, rainbow predator.
Rainbow Predator. I love it.
My rainbow predator potion. I like it.
So,
Yeah, like I said, I can't find that on my D&D Beyond. So if you're able to add that, just if not, I'll just add it as a custom item.
let me see. Basically what it does is we'll give you advantage on stealth for 1 hour. Let me.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's chill.
Yeah.
I don't give out enough potions. They're a good way to give something that's not like
Permanent.
continually breaking. But
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Even if you give somebody a busted potion, it only happens once.
yeah,
Amber and the blue. And I'm going to take the blue one and I'm going to draw a heart shape on the wall of the cabin in the gobbo spot, in the kitchen, indicating this is a safe place and we do not need to be worried.